A chilling new video showing the last moments of a Ukrainian refugee's life right before being stabbed to death by a man with a lengthy criminal record on a train in North Carolina. This happened weeks ago.
Todd Pyro, look, she's just on her phone, has no idea what's about to happen. Todd Pyro is here with the latest. Hey, Todd.
The most horrific video, or at least one of that I think we've seen on this program. Surveillance video obtained by News Nation shows 23-year-old Irina Zarutska. She was boarding the train in Charlotte, North Carolina last month. She took a seat right in front of the alleged suspect, but around 4 minutes later, the suspect pulls out a knife and just begins stabbing the victim 30 times, including once in her neck. The suspect later wandered through the train before exiting at the next stop. He was arrested shortly after the stabbing, hospitalized thereafter, before being arrested on a charge of first-degree murder. Records obtained by the New York Post shows he has a lengthy history of convictions dating back more than a decade, including felony larceny, robbery with a dangerous weapon, and communicating threats. He served 5 years for a 2014 robbery and was released in 2020, but was arrested just 5 months later for assaulting his sister. Officials also say he was homeless at the time of the killing and believe it was a random attack. Zarutska was pronounced dead at the scene, her family saying she came to the U.S. to escape war-torn Ukraine. They say in a statement, quote, "Tragically, her life was cut short far too soon. This is an irreparable loss for her family." The suspect currently being held without bond. Back over to you.
My gosh. That could happen to anyone. I mean, like Lawrence was saying, that could be anybody sitting in that chair. You don't know what's behind you. And this guy, why is he out on the streets?
You see, before he stood up and with his knife, like he's smirking. You see him smirking there, like, I'm about to attack this woman who is about to get stabbed. She's just coming off her job at a pizzeria. And it turns out, one of the things she was doing in Ukraine, compiling stories of women resisting the Russian invasion.
My God.
So to be clear, this guy deserves the death penalty for his actions, right? It's premeditated. The way he looked and stands up on him, just brazen in the neck. He's a repeat offender. He had already committed larceny with a deadly weapon. And because our criminal justice system keeps wanting to reimagine things, when people are violent offenders and they have weapons, they don't deserve to be back on the street. I don't care if he's homeless or not. If people have mental health issues, get them the services they need. But we shouldn't have to tolerate them in society while you guys try to figure out a new way of doing the criminal justice system. We're seeing this in every major city. And it's not just like, okay, it's a liberal city and they just stay there. They spread out all across the country.
But Elon Musk is somebody who said, why are people not talking about this crime? And the mayor comes out and says, I'm so glad you guys are not talking about the crime. We don't want to give this a lot of publicity. No, you need a lot of publicity. This is a victim of a crime, brutally killed after surviving the war in Ukraine, came here for some solace just to get a day job and just build her life at 23 and gets hacked to death. I mean, don't tell me that can't happen to you.
Well, he's definitely mentally disturbed. How could you do that to anybody? Period. But he's like resting on his hand against the window. Looks like he's maybe about to go to sleep. And then all of a sudden he stands up and then stabs the girl.
Yeah, and then the mayor says, oh, we shouldn't villainize people with mental health issues. Excuse me, everyone that has mental health issues is not going around stabbing people. Then she said, oh, we can't arrest our way out of this. Oh, yes, we can. We can make sure when people are violent offenders that they don't see the daylight anymore.
Now they're going to put security on the trains.
Now you guys do it after a victim like this. So now we need to sit cat a corner to look both ways because we don't know what lunatic is sitting behind us.
How scary is it too? Like, I mean, we live in New York City. I used to always take the subway. It's cheaper, it's quicker, but I don't ever take it anymore. I haven't taken it since all of the crime went up in New York, and I don't feel safe because of things like this.
Well, I'm on the train every day in the subway maybe twice a week, so you got to always think about that.
Do you ever?
I never think about it, especially no. I mean.
But can I just say this? So there's the people that are the victims of this. But then you have a Daniel Penny. When you do decide to defend yourself, you lose all your money. And you may get a liberal jury that wants to be woke and doesn't want to look at the facts and then give you life in prison for defending yourself. So we're in a no-win situation right now.
But that's why when Michael Whatley runs for Senate against the governor, he's got to bring stuff like this up. The crime in the city is run by a Democratic governor in a mostly Republican state. He's got to contrast that and say, this is what I would do. This is what I would do. This is what I would support.
Crime has become the issue for the next election.
I agree.
It is. I didn't predict it was going to be that way, but now it's crime.